What that tournament showed to me is that there were no other worthy challengers at the moment. Like Tripppey and Frosty came in and they really dominated. You could tell that they had practiced, that they were ready, that the chemistry is starting to click, because what they did to Drunken Soul Snipe in that finals was borderline abuse, right? And we saw some hanky panky stuff happen in that last game. You know, was it a leave or wasn't it a leave? But all we do know is that Frosty and Tripppey, that they did something dirty to Drunken Soul Snipe to get themselves in this spot.
It had to happen. So somebody's got to fall. Got to take the fall, right? Are we actually getting this started, Garrett? Because I can't wait to get into this. I think we're almost there.
I think I just got news, guys. I think we are ready to go. We're loading into that first game. The game 7 that should have happened that we never got to see because of the blank melee that Tripppey had. It starts tonight, and it's the greatest one of all. We're going to see a full 7 matches. I believe Tripppey and Frosty are going to do it today, but let's go into our first game on Truth, and we're starting off with Frosty.
Finally, here we are. Frosty, he's going to make his way out through bottom mid, and look at, they're already diving in for the camo, of course, but it looks like he's lost Tripppey. Frosty at a 1v1, so at least he's got the trade, but Bound will get away with that second kill in the camo as well, so looking good for Bound to start.
And look at this, Bound getting that camouflage is going to be so important for them building a lead. He has the tendencies of Boo Boo Doo Boo, right? He reminds me, he's probably the closest pro player to Boo Boo Doo Boo when it comes to using the camouflage effectively. But look at Frosty, hunts him down and puts the smack in. Tripppey now on a one-on-one with Renegade, and Renegade flies through. The trades come out, but man, what an ego chow from the side of Renegade.
And those are the kind of trades you want to see, right? What kind of Renegade are we getting today? Is he cracked out of his mind? Turns out, yeah, the answer is yes. He dives out the window, hits the shot, but of course, Tripppey, he's just as lasered. He's going to hit it as well. Now, Bound looking to hold down P2 here. He wants to maintain these high positions. He's got Renegade over in red base as well. He's making the rotation through car. So a nice little pinch could be formed here over on blue. Just looking for information. First one to come out and shoot is up on top car. But Bound comes out, and Frosty with the shots in the window to keep him back. So great positioning there from Frosty, keeping him in check, and he can't get the angle onto Tripppey. Tripppey will nail him first.
There's Renegades in this 1v2. He needs to find a trade to stabilize out, but look at that. Tripppey and Frosty play it perfectly. No one giving up their life. And look at this from Tripppey. He's already aggressively pushing Bound, and no one spawns. Renegade doesn't get the spawn to help, so Bound is in trouble, and Bound gets out of trouble because Renegade comes in like the superhero for top mid, and all of a sudden the Uno reversal card comes out. Frosty's now in the 1v2. What a change of pace from Bound and Renegade.
Renegade with a massive save, and look what it did to the spawns, Garrett. It set him back in blue base. They're collapsing from both sides. That player is stuck in blue, and he's got to get out of dodge here. I like that movement from Tripppey to get out the pink side. He can maybe get out. You got Frosty over on bottom mid with the great angle, too. Gets the shots in. We got a trade on the board, but Bound, good luck to him. Frosty's going to dive by, pick it up, and he's got an opportunity for the camo here as well. So big play from Frosty. If he can get out with camo. I like the timing, though. He knows he's a little early, so he's going to set up instead.
And look at this, Renegade and Bound still playing that bottom half of the map so often as we see Renegade challenging from bottom mid. He repositions to P3. Oh, Frosty just cannot get the pick off in time. I believe Tripppey did get away with that camouflage, and then Frosty does it with the grenades. The double kill, one with the frag, the other with the blueberry, and now they should be able to dictate these spawns, and the camouflage of Tripppey should be all the difference in this fight. He's going to be the first one to find himself behind enemy lines and letting Frosty take up a lot of that damage. But man, look at this for Frosty and Tripppey to stabilize. They were on their back foot, and now they're putting down damage as Tripppey finds the trade.
You really got to watch out for Frosty's throwing arm there. He had a couple sticks in the back pocket. I was holding my breath, Garrett, thinking he might use them, but he didn't get to. As long as they can shut him down. Bound right now just going to sit in blue base. Shots into Frosty. Got Tripppey right above. So they got the info on both players here. Let's see the collapse. Renegade coming in. He's already got the first. Frosty's going to have to get out of dodge here, but Renegade with the cutoff in the window. And we'll see if he takes it. He does with a star. Renegade going off here, and look at Bound's positioning. He's got that pyretic strat here, right? Sitting up bottom mid. He knows the spawn's going to be in back blue. He gets the light up shots as they rotate to try to get out here, but you can see they got him on the back foot.
And I love this. They force out the car spawns, and they're going to force them to play from the car side of the map. But look at this long rotation from Tripppey. He gets into red base, but while he put himself away from the map and far away from Frosty, he goes down. And now Tripppey's stuck in this 1v2, and they know he's over at P2. He has to buy enough time for Frosty to get to car 2 and find the help. He's done just that as we see the game start to slow down. I cannot believe Tripppey did not get punished in P2 right there.
Good patient play from him just to get out, stay up on P3, wait for his opportunity to attack. And Frosty, I mean, he's doing it all by himself. He already got the kill there in red. That's going to leave Demon, Renegade alone. Renegade looking for the shots here, but he won't hit it. And Tripppey, he's just doing such a good job holding position. He's not giving up that angle. Frosty's going to go in to clean it up here. And can he get it, though? Frosty now one bullet. He's got to get out. Tripppey with the angle. He'll dive into bottom base, but Renegade goes back up. Look at this movement for the man to get out of this situation. He'll get a trade for his efforts, but man, with the milk out of Renegade, and Bound's got to do the same here because that camo, it's up, and Tripppey's got it.
Yeah, look how fast Tripppey's playing with it too. He just gets right up. He's trying to put the damage in. Renegade immediately gets 3 to the dome, and he's just peeking out for more. But now Bound repositioned. Frosty with a beautiful nade to back Bound down for now, but the nade will come out, and Tripppey's camouflage largely neutralized and not able to make an impact. Frosty luckily finds the trade out on Bound before Renegade can get the help. But man, talk about a close way to start this series. The camouflage is not playing as much of an impact as I thought, Shy, but we're tied up 14-all, and now it's up to Frosty and Tripppey to stop this aggression from Renegade as he just keeps pushing forward.
It's something that you see when both teams are playing at such a high level is they're so efficient at trades here, right? Every single kill is answered back with an immediate trade. And here we are, 15-all. 2 players in the bottom of red base. They're going to square off here. A little pole dancing action for you, Garrett. Oh, and it looks like Bound will take it with 5 shots. If you're not hitting perfect, good luck taking a fight here.
And with that perfect, man, I think that's going to change the momentum in favor of Bound and Renegade. I want to go into our first listen-in of the night. Bound and Renegade, what's going on in those comms?
He's speaking to me. Got him.
Nice, the other one's blue, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Dude, that is fighting, dude. He's so bad. He's close here, just live.
Bottom up.
Dude.
He's talking about 2 shots.
My bad, I just didn't think he's. I don't know why I didn't.
He's card 2, another kid. Still card 2.
He's gotta get a camo when we win. Yeah, blue t-shirt, Brad.
Someone. You backed up the car. Can you shoot this guy?
40.
I didn't shoot him at all.
Didn't shoot him at all.
40. Yep.
Lost the lead.
Dude, I just got shot
Got
from
him.
pink
40.
too.
Yeah, I'm pushing this guy.
Nice, it's a big kill. Holy shit. He's probably on you. He's probably your basement or something. Hey, Camo, look at Camo. That's one car.
It's up, he's on it. He's weak on him. He's from blue.
Gained the lead.
I don't
Live
know.
on those blue window.
Yeah, I'm good.
Last shot.
They're just running from
5
stage.
kills to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, the spawner red, I'm running into Z line
I
now.
brought it
Okay.
at 30.
He's literally just gonna be hunting you later, toilet.
He's one car, Loki, though.
He could be in the toilet, bro.
Yeah, Tripppey's car. He's red but weak.
Alright.
Dead.
Nice.
I just somehow got him.
Garrett, they're so bad, Garrett. They're so. You hear your Bound's commentary,
5
by the way.
minutes
He's got the ultimate I don't care kind of attitude. You know, when he goes down, he just manages to just not give any Fs here. And Renegade, by the way, he's gonna have to give a couple as he gets into the bubble. He leaves the nade behind. Bound will clean it up. But honestly, just such efficient play out of these guys, especially when it comes to neutralizing camo. They've been holding down camo all game.
Yeah, and look at this lead, this 2-kill lead. It can feel like a mountain to climb when you're approaching the end of the game. And oh my Tripppey reversal from across the map puts Renegade in the dirt and is pushing towards Bound. That 2-kill lead, it was an anthill to climb because they are just fighting these kills. And now it's up to Frosty, but Renegade with the perfect from top mid to put it at game point. Oh my, what a series of kills we just witnessed.
Renegade looking like a demon off of game 1. 1 kill left to close it out. We got to see perfect play out of these guys, and I don't think it's going to happen. Bound's going to clean it up, and we got a 25-22 game to start. No blank melees to worry about in this series just yet, Garrett. Not to curse it or anything, but this is a clean game. And so far, Renegade and Bound, they are You're looking pretty good, Garrett.
I mean, that was such a close one, and it comes down to the end of the game. That camouflage that Renegade and Bound used to sustain a lead. But honestly, it is reminiscent of what we saw game one of the last time these guys played, because it came down to Tripppey and Bound in the bottom of the base. The biggest kill of the game, in my opinion. Tripppey cannot land the final shots on Bound, and it cost them the game. And they did more damage. It looked like they're getting it across, but I just need to see more assists. I need to see stuff getting cleaned up, because that was just not it that time around. Frosty and Tripppey, they had their moments, but it just seems more of the same, where they weren't quite able to finish out their kills and to get themselves enough of a lead to carry on.
Something to note about this match as well is I feel like Frosty and Tripppey controlled that camo way more often than not. I think they had majority of the camos throughout the entire game, but despite that, they couldn't seem to. By the way, that was a beautiful play by Frosty. We can go back. We can watch it again.
Honestly,
this is something I expect to see from Frosty time and time again. Whenever he has the chance, he'll drop that sticky behind, get a clean kill. What's that, Garrett?
I was like, that angle that he threw that first grenade had to be just perfect to find that player over at P2. And the blueberry, I mean, you can't ask for a better one. You love to watch Frosty's POV when he has those sticks in hand. But man, I mean, it really came down to this camouflage right over here, and how Bound and Renegade burn it out. And this is how they start to build out their lead. And oh my God, it's just Bound and Renegade neutralizing that camouflage was massive to them building enough of a lead to sustain and to finish it out. And
rewind that one. Rewind that one, by the way. That's a clean kill. And this is something that you really want to put time into to practice these types of gunfights, because at this range, you've really got to use the left stick here. Look at the strafe out of Tripppey. His strafe matches the movement of Renegade throughout this entire sequence, and he follows him. Look at that clean follow with the strafe there. And that's something that you really got to prioritize in those long-range gunfights. Tripppey's got it down to a science.
Right, it's always about those left stick movements. We don't aim with our right stick out here, boys. But we're moving into our second game. We're on Plaza. Last time we saw this, we saw Frosty use that sniper rifle to create a comeback to win 25-24. And now it comes down to this first overshield, and it's more of the same. So much damage being put through from Frosty and Tripppey, but no kills to show. The overshield goes in Bound's favor. Renegade cleans up Frosty. A disastrous start to the second game for the two.
Renegade and Bound, they close game one hot. They're playing hot to start the second. And Bound, despite getting stuck here, the man's still living. He's had to get out of dodge. You got the snipe still up, and it looks like it's going to be picked up by Frosty. Despite the opening strat that we've seen here, Frosty has snipe, and Frosty's looking to light up red players, Garrett. Let's see what he can do.
This sniper is going to be so crucial to their success. They're able to get out of that bad situation with a well-placed stick and the sniper to find the next kill. Can Frosty hit the shot? No, he's just barely missing, but grenade.
That nade. Do you think he knew? There's no way he calculated that.
That was a cutoff nade. I mean, it blew up right where he was standing. Like, he intentionally threw that grenade to cut off that escape route. That is next level 2's gameplay we're seeing from Renegade.
Yeah. And that's the thing. When you get to this level of 2s, they can read you to the moon and back. They know exactly where you're going to go for your exit strategy. So a nade like that is just the ultimate shutdown. So Renegade now has snipe as a result. 4 shots. Get whiff one. Gonna back up here. You got Bound bottom mid. Renegade doesn't care. He's looking for body here. Nade's in, though. Beautiful nade. He does hit one, but he's down for the count. That's one snipe in the chamber. Bound's looking for it. Can he clean up the kill here? He's got shots in the back. He's got no timing for this. If you don't get the kill, he can't get the snipe. He goes up in the top of the loop. Are you kidding? The movement out of this man. But it's not enough to stay alive. My God, Garrett.
I just love the fact that he treats every game like a jungle gym. As we see Tripppey, he's looking a little bit like Frosty with that kill. Finds that last hit with the sniper shot. But man, the movement from Bound just puts a smile on my face. Unfortunately, not able to survive, and we're seeing a bit more of what we are expecting this entire series. Just neck and neck for the entire game, it just feels like. But Tripppey with this noob combo, he gets the top mid, but Bound was ready for it at the posters. He's gonna get him down, and they know where Frosty is. Frosty has to get one of these kills in the 1v2. He's not able to do so, and the overshield once again dropping a Bound in Renegade's lap. That is just disastrous for the side of Frosty and Tripppey.
Oh, here he comes. Bound knows I'm casting this, Garrett. He knows I'm casting this. He's like, here's your next YouTube breakdown coming up right here. I'm going to put it together for you right here from bottom mid. Let's see what he can do. He's going to have to get out for now. He's got the combo in the back pocket, though. He can make that work for sure. Let's hold it down from Nest here. Renegade hopefully help him out, but Renegade's dead. So now 2v1. He'll spring jump up to S4. And I like the hiding position for him. If you can just get a nice pick with this combo, he's in a great spot. But holding nades, you gotta love the beautiful nades here. Completely take him down. Down to no shields, nothing he can do. And this is honestly the way that they isolate, take down these players without even having to get into the fight. And as I say this, Frosty might line wood up here. He's not gonna hit it just yet. My God, Garrett.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Like, Frosty needs to hit this shot. Can he hit it? No, he gets it on the fadeaway. But man, those nades that we saw at S4, I think the stats tell the story. We saw how much grenade damage Tripppey does, and it's clear. There is a clear advantage for the side of Frosty and Tripppey when it comes to using those grenades to do the damage for them. And like, those were just perfectly placed grenades to take the hiding spot away from Bound.
He's going for the 400 stat this time. He hit 338, it's not good enough. We got to get 400 here. Bound's going to get the body, though. But Bound can't clean it up, though. He put everything on black there, just challenging out, trying to finish the kill, and he left the snipe on the floor there. That's going to be for Frosty to pick up one more time. I think he has one bullet left in the chamber here. Going to look for a spawn snipe with it. In the meantime, we got Tripppey, who's just going to hold it down. Get some info. You got a player flanking out through bottom mid at the same time here. So the repositioning coming out from Bound to Renegade. Try to be unpredictable as Tripppey tries to find them. It looks like Tripppey found his prey. He'll get one. Shots in from glass, though, and he does clean him up, so the trade comes in and keeps it close. Frosty, he wins this. He wins the OS. He wants to hold on to his life here. Oh, he's got a shot in the chamber, too. Hit it, and he doesn't. No. Frosty, time and time again, he gets the kill. But where are these snipes going, Garrett? He's not hitting them.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what happened the first time around when they played this map a month ago. It was Frosty just missing uncharacteristic sniper shots, and he needs to heat up if they want to take away this game, because we see what Renegade and Bound do in the final stretch. That's when they heat up. That's when they build their leads. They are feeling so comfortable being within one kill. Frosty and Tripppey have to start building out a lead so that they can hold it and try to weather the storm, the tidal wave that will come when Renegade and Bound get to that 20 kill mark.
Look at Renegade shooting here, just hitting everything. Frosty gets the kill on Bound, though, so he's alone. Gonna back up, sit in hotel, hopefully keep his presence low. He does open fire on a Tripppey here, and Tripppey gets out. That's gonna leave Frosty an opportunity to chow. Renegade knows it, though. He's ready. Oh my God, Renegade does everything to stay alive here, and Bound comes in to clean it up. So Renegade making massive plays, distracting the enemy team. Nades come in to lift. Tripppey, good luck to you, buddy. Try to get a trade here. There's no chance for the man.
I mean, look how fast Renegade's playing. And like, he was stuck in a 1v2 situation there, gets out of it, and now is applying pressure on the other end. And this, look at this player trying to stay alive in the loop. And what a perfect movement by getting out of that situation the way that they did. Jesus. Holy, talk about a perfect prediction of where the pinch was going to come through, because now Bound and Renegade, they're trapped in this black glass area, and they have to deal with the damage. Tripppey comes in, he finds Renegade, and now it's up to Bound to finish his kill on Tripppey, and can he do so? Look at this from Tripppey. He's just living, buying time for Frosty to come back and take the challenge. What a life from these two to get themselves a 2-kill lead.
The baiting and switching, just power level over 9,000 here, but the snipe in the hands of Renegade. Frosty, you got to know that it doesn't look like Frosty's looking at Renegade, but he's got to know. He's got to know. Renegade just going to hold it down with the snipe for now. Can make the silent rotation out the posters. Frosty going to look for a chow here. Renegade hits it. The man is lasered. This is something we haven't seen out of Frosty, but Renegade, he's just not missing. Goes for the... of course, right? Of course. He's not missing today. That's an OS for him. Well deserved.
And what a perfect timing, right? And it's happened every time this game. I'm surprised we're tied up 16-all with how this has gone. Bound and Renegade have gotten every overshot. I don't think there's been one that's gone in Frosty and Tripppey's favor. And the fact that they don't have a bigger lead, I guess, is a testament to how Frosty and Tripppey are playing together at the moment. But Renegade, he gave up his gun. Oh my God! Oh my God! He hit the shot! Oh my God! The double kill! Renegade! I thought he was gonna get his back smacked right there, Shy.
Yeah, that's why we're freaking out. We see it on the overlay. Look at, they're not even playing off spawn. We got Joey just sitting there. Tripppey, put the sunglasses on or something. Take him. I don't know what you're doing. But holy crap, what a play by Renegade to just... Oh my God! They got to shut him down. This game's gonna end if this keeps up.
I just feel like the more pressure there is, the better Renegade plays. I just want to see this man getting some kill challenges, something. Just put money on the line, and Renegade becomes a different player. He looks clearly better than everyone else in the lobby at the moment.
I hold my breath if you even try to challenge him at this point. Like, you do not. Okay, wait.
Okay.
They threw him off. Okay. You saw him shaky there. They got enough bullets in there to keep him back to overpressure him, but there's 2 shots left in that snipe, so Let's see if does Frosty even know? He's not even looking for it here. Instead, Tripppey looking to clean up a kill. So they've kept it close despite Renegade's insane kill string. Just a 2-kill deficit here.
Behind him.
But look at this sneaky bastard.
Yeah, I was about to say Frosty's POV. He just missed him, and now Renegade should get an easy kill. And it's the sniper that goes back into the hands of Renegade. I didn't catch how many bullets he has. There we go, just one to work with. But even then, being in that 1v2, finding the angle to get behind the opposing team and get yourself the sniper rifle back. Talk about big plays in the clutch.
He's looking for backs back here. Wait, what are they doing? They're playing leapfrog, Garrett. He still gets it somehow. 22-18 here. Looking to close it out. He's got Frosty right beside him.
Distraction.
You find the man, though. Bound will clean it up instead. Bound's got your back, Renegade. He's got your back with an OS as well. So this is looking like a GG right now, Garrett, unless something wild happens.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shot, right? Renegade has a noob combo. Frosty died with it. Bound has all the overshield left. Sniper rifle's going to go in their favor. If there's a comeback to be made that's for the history books, it's right here. Because this would be the choke of the century if Bound and Renegade somehow give this one up. And you can see Bound, he just wants to get right in the action. He gets stuck, but uses the splash damage to take Frosty. Your hubris has caught up, Frosty. The sticks, they don't work anymore. Bound just gets the body up close and personal. Only 1 kill left to go, and Renegade might do it with the sniper rifle. Talk about a performance from these two champions in our second game.
Bound hitting Frosty with the good old, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. He's going to dive in with the stick on his body, get the damage. But man, this is not the series I expected. Garrett, we all gave our predictions before this happened. What did we all say? We all said this is the day for Frosty and Tripppey. It's good. Good versus evil. Good will prevail. The heroes are here to dethrone the demons. And, so far, we're all going to have nightmares, I guess, for as far as I can tell. Because this is an abomination. I don't know what's going on, Garrett.
Yeah, look at that assist column. I mean, it tells the story. Like, only 4 assists on the side of Tripppey and Frosty. They need to figure out what's going wrong and why they don't have each other's help. Because that is inexcusable, right? To have 18 kills and only 4 of those to be assisted, period.
Good point.
Is just not the place to be. They're winning individual fights, right? They're showing that they can still hang even with Renegade going God mode. I need to see the teamwork that we expected from Tripppey and Frosty.
We honestly need more of what we just saw there. In twos, of course, teamwork's so important, but in the end of the day, you got to win these 1v1 pivs. You got to be lasered and hit those snipes. That's the main reason why Renegade and Bound pulled away, is because Renegade had the cleanest spree with that snipe I think we've ever seen in Money 2s, where he killed everything. And here's where it starts, right? He's just hitting every single shot. And if you hit every shot, it doesn't even matter if you got Bound on your team, right? You're going to get doubles. You're going to clean up. I mean, we had this play, but the one that blew my mind even more, Garrett, was the one on S4.
Oh,
when we get to the S4 one, we're freaking out. We're not even ready to break down the play because we see the overlay. Look at this. Look at this. He has no business going to S4 and not getting backs back.
You know what? I guess the information was there. Bound backed him down. That had to be comms, because if you put that back, like, look, they're in a fight. Bound and Frosty were in a fight. I saw pistol shots coming through. Bound had to give the information, because there's no way Renegade didn't know that Frosty was there. And what a ballsy play to make, and a way to execute on it to get a double kill.
It really just looks like timing, right? Like, Frosty doesn't know that Renegade's coming up on him in S4, so nobody really has that info, right? So I think Frosty just kind of, oh my god, the clothesline, by the way. I think Frosty just opted to leave S4 in the moment that Renegade, jumped out, so the timing was in his favor. But this is huge too, right? Renegade losing the snipe, and then the ice that this man has to go for the sneakiest possible play. This right here, stutter stepping. Remember, you tap that left stick to the, you peg it or whatever, you tap it so it resets to neutral. And you don't take a true step, so you don't make any noise whatsoever. They can't sound whore you. In plays like this, they're so cheeky, and this is where the nerd plays come in, right? Renegade and Bound, they're so aggro, they're so fast-paced, but they know how to slow it down. They know how to play nerdy.
Oh my, well, and then we'll talk about a map 3. I mean, Regret, we see how Renegade performs on Regret, and we're gonna see more of it. Bound gets the overshield early on, and Renegade gonna get traded out, but that shouldn't be a problem for Bound to come and finish with that little bit of overshield that he had left. He's gonna make it 2-1 early on, and look at this. He has no fear. Tripppey gets up and close and personal, and once again, that bounce stays at the bottom of the map. He gets up close and personal. He makes you feel uncomfortable, and he finds kills that no other should ever get. No player plays the way that Bound plays.
Yeah, well, that happens. This is crunch time for Frosty and Tripppey. They got to take this. If they can't take this game, if they can't figure it out here, I'm very worried about this series. I got to say, Garrett, being down 3-0 in a best-of-7 is not a good look. And to be honest, it was regret where they had their best game in the last series. So if there's any game where they're going to ice up and pop off, this is the one that we had to see it. So Tripppey right now going to try to stay up in red base. He's getting collapsed, though. They're still playing fast here. Renegade's still flying in. They got to be ready for this timing.
Yeah, I mean, they just have all the confidence in the world. I mean, look, they're taking individual fights across the map from each other. They win both of them. They get back to top mid, and they're forcing... I mean, did they just... No, okay, I was about to say, did they force a split to blue and red somehow? No, both players going to spawn out blue. Bound's responsibilities is to keep them at bay until Renegade can get back and finish out those kills. Renegade putting in the damage, but this is really up to Frosty and Tripppey. They have to find a way to break out of this cycle, and so far, the pressure is just being mounted from Renegade as he finds the damage in on Frosty.
Wow.
The double kill comes in from Bound, 2 assists for Renegade, and that is the teamwork that we expect for the champions.
It's starting to look like a clinic, Garrett. It's starting to look very, very difficult for Frosty and Tripppey. Look at these shots out of Bound here. They're not missing. Both of them are not missing. They're holding down center map. They're isolating spawns. They know exactly where the enemy's going to be, so they got all the info. And it's just a matter of challenging and hitting your shots here. And, you know, as I say it, we do have a sneaky play coming out for Renegade. And look for an OS coming up now as well. This is a crucial point in the game. If Frosty and Tripppey, if they can do something to pull away here, they might have a shot.
Frosty,
you know what? Frosty does have the OS. He got it.
Oh, look at that. And oh, that's a crucial play. Frosty getting away with that overshield. Renegade tried to survive for as long as possible, but they're not quite able to run away with it. If Renegade survived and they somehow got that overshield, that's the nail in the coffin. Frosty and Tripppey, though, they're starting to put the attack on as we see them pushing in to the blue car, putting down damage. Tripppey finds the kill on Renegade, and now Bound spies Lonesome in the car tunnel. And that is a finish nade.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is what you like to see. They've switched the momentum. They've got a little snowball effect kind of rolling in their favor here. Frosty's got the info of these players in blue. He's alone here on the challenger. You know he's going to fly. Frosty with the counter thrust, and he hits the shots. Beautiful play out of him. He iced up. He knew the chow was coming in. He hit the shots he needed to. Tripppey, it's his turn. He's sitting up on P2. Remember, the caster sits there, but nobody picks that up. We're not allowed to use it. So it's just going to be there all tantalizing. Tripppey, in the meantime, though, just going to hold it down up on P2. Shots into Renegade. Renegade getting greedy. Renegade getting too greedy. And this is where the greed starts to take advantage. If Frosty and Tripppey hit their shots, they can pull it back. And so far, they got a 1-kill lead.
I mean, I didn't think they were going to get a lead with how that start went in the favor of Bound and Renegade. This is a beautiful job of getting themselves back into the game and fighting for the control, fighting for that driving seat position of the match. And Tripppey's doing the greatest job possible staying alive. He's going to get his shield back, but now he's under pressure from 2. Can Frosty get a position to find the trade outs? And that's not going to happen. Now Frosty, I mean, he's in that 1v2 scenario. He throws the grenade that gets him off the chase, man. I feel like we're seeing the most insane grenades this series.
You really got to note the movement from Frosty. Oh, wait, speaking of grenades. He just like matrix dodged that one there, Garrett. It almost stuck him. It looks like Tripppey's down for the count yet again. Frosty moving slow here. Oh no, I think they figured out where he is. Going up the top mid here. Renegade with the challenge out. Frosty looking for at least a trade, and he can't get it. They're now locking down top map. Tripppey opting to just leave OS. He knows he's not going to get it. Bound's got it instead. They're just lighting him up. This is rough here. They got the OS. They got map control, and the pressure's on in red base.
Talk about a patient play from Bound to sit there and wait for that player to come out. You know, Tripppey did not expect Bound just to sit still and expect the reach out. But now Bound is just, I mean, he just has to overshield, and that's where he feels comfortable, man. There is no negative to him running across the map. You know, in 4v4, there would be that radar that would tell people where he's coming from. There's none of that. He has the overshield. There's really no danger of getting caught by chase grenades at that moment. And now they built themselves a 5-kill lead, and it's only growing as Renegade finds another kill on Tripppey, and Bound has his own one-on-one fight while all this is happening.
Renegade and Bound, they're forcing trade situations as well. Like, they're playing so scrappy. They get so close to you in your face that even if you manage to get away with a kill, it's going to be a trade at the very least. And that allows them to maintain their lead here. So Bound just going to hold it down, going up for the window here. looking for some cheeky movement, but he does take shots. Look how quick they're moving. Like, even no shields here, he'll still opt to slide out, peek, see what he can do. Bound's still looking for it, but he doesn't get it. It's Tripppey with a big kill. Renegade looking for the cleanup here.
Oh my god, look at this. I mean, Frosty and Tripppey just cannot get away. Like, they are just being hunted down, and finally Tripppey just is able to dodge that headshot at the last second, and they're finally able to take down the demon that is Renegade. But there's a 5-kill deficit. Overshield's coming up in about 30 seconds. This is crunch time for Frosty and Tripppey. They have to win all their next fights. The chase grenade hits, but Bound wins the fight. Oh my, grenade from Frosty, but it's just not enough.
Wait, this is a big pickup right here if he can get it though. Tripppey going in, put it all in, and somehow he gets the trade. You can't see trades like that. Tripppey going down is massive for the red team. The body shots come in because Renegade knows he just got himself a free OS and maybe a free game there, Garrett.
And honestly, like, we're approaching the end game. Renegade has the overshield. I want to go in and listen to once again to Bound and Renegade. Let's go in our second listening of the night.
Well, dude. Yeah, I can't help you.
Push Brad. I'm pushing Brad for you. He's behind the nipple.
He took the combo over me. You took the combo shot for me. Bro, these guys are so
The one's blue car pushing me to blue, one's blue wall pushing me over to your left.
Next kill wins. Game over. Victory.
You took the combo shot for me, bro. You know that guy's mind is broke. Mind is broke.
Wait, that was actually good.
Yeah, I mean, my mind is broken with this performance that Bound and Renegade are putting on.
Damn.
We're on our last game. This could be the first 4-0 sweep that we've seen in the Money Tuesday belt conversation. This is crazy.
Yeah, Garrett, I don't even know what to say. This is wild. Look at that scoreboard. I mean, it says it all. 6 and 13 out of Tripppey, 10 and 12 out of Frosty. Rough game from them. And it's now a 3-0. They now face a 4-0 elimination if they lose this upcoming game. Something we would have never predicted here. On top of that, it seems like, you know, not to lean into the trash talk coming out of Bound and Renegade, but it seems like they're mentally broken. Garrett, it seems like something's not clicking. I'm worried about these guys.
Yeah, something is just not clicking. You're absolutely right. This is not the Frosty and Tripppey that we expected to hear. I mean, it's expected to see. But honestly, man, like, Renegade and Bound, I don't think there's a challenger out there that can handle them at the moment with how they're playing.
It definitely looks that way. I mean, here's just a couple moments from this last game here. And really, a lot of it came down to securing that OS. A lot of pivotal points in this game. We had these crucial 1v1s that should have gone to Frosty and Tripppey, especially at the very end, where Tripppey was just looking to clean up a one-shot. Somehow it becomes a trade. Situations like that, you know, they can't happen. A trade like that, this is it right here, right? So Bound, he's one shot. Tripppey, he's full shields. Finish off the one shot, right? But it ends up being a trade in a situation where he should have got a quick kill. Because he doesn't get that quick kill, he doesn't get the OS. And that really is just the momentum string for the team here. So we've got one map, potentially, left in this series. And it looks like it's going to be on Truth, Garrett. Do you believe? Do you have any belief left that Frosty and Tripppey are going to make this comeback?
I mean, I have to believe. I can never bet against them. Even when they're looking down and out, I can never doubt Frosty. I want to see it happen. I mean, we cannot see a 4-0. This has to happen. This is the match is on the line. $1,000 on the line. Frosty and Tripppey back against the wall. What do you do?
You know what? If I was the man writing the script, if I was the Halo overlord writing the script on this series, I would give us a little comeback. It'd be a comeback of a century. Imagine Frosty and Tripppey turning it on now and making a massive comeback. Literally, we'd remember it. I'd be an old man. I'd be talking to you about this when I'm 80 years old, Garrett.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
But here we go. I mean, a hot start once again from Bound and Renegade. Frosty's trapped in this bubble, and they are just going to push them together. There was no shot for Frosty to survive right there. You can see Tripppey. He's just hiding. He has to wait. Oh, my God. They come in. No. They don't see him. Can he get a trade out of this? He throws the chase nade. The chase nade connects. The trade comes through. Massive play play from Tripppey, but it could have been more. It could have been executed. And there, once again, man, it's the grenades from Frosty and Tripppey that give them. That's the edge that they have in this match. Their grenades have been insane thus far.
Very strategic placement of that grenade as well. When you hit it on the lip, it bounces straight up and it covers like all options, whether he's on the floor, whether he's jumping out the window, it hits him everywhere. So really great nade right there. Frosty showcasing why he's a top player, but today his back's against the wall. It's been looking rough for him, so Frosty going to try to keep this close here. Renegade with a kill already that leaves Frosty alone. And they do have the info. He tossed a nade right by him, but Renegade doesn't see this. Frosty, that thrust, though. And he has to put everything into that melee. He tried to thrust back into Attic, but he didn't hit it. And he didn't get a kill as a result.
Man, and this is the last thing you want to see if you're Tripppey. It's now he's stuck in this spot. He has to just sit still and try to survive as long as possible. He finds one. Their grenade comes in. They are going to find that trade. So wonderful job by Tripppey just to have no presence on the map. But then Renegade is gone at the moment. The double kill comes in, and he can use that to go get in this P-door once again and try to buy time for Bound to come through.
No
and get
way.
The invis, and I got another stick, and Bound finds the perfect. Tripppey's down, bodies are shot. This is looking devastating. Oh my, Bound and Renegade, what are they doing?
Bound and Renegade, they're evil. They're pure evil, Garrett. They don't care. They're here to demolish your mental. Any shred of mental you had left in this series, they're gonna eat it up and chew it, spit it back out at you.
Oh my God, I mean, just call it at this moment, man. They're already dead. Stop kicking them while they're down. Bound trying his best to stay alive.
Somehow Bound's lived throughout this entire sequence here, and he's managed to be sneaky enough to get right underneath Frosty. Frosty looking for that challenge. I can't believe the man's... Oh, you know, there we go. That's why. He's just drawing attention so Tripppey can get in with the flank.
And honestly, like with what we just displayed, the fact that this is 8-11 and they're still possibly able to make this comeback is insane. But Frosty, I mean, these deaths are what's costing them. Every time they get back into it, it's a one-on-one that's won by Renegade as he just finds two. They're both on respawn screens. You immediately see them running to the mid-map, and they're going to try to catch them straight off spawn. You see Bound, he saw the leg. He's ready to collapse in. But there is Tripppey. He has another thought of his own. He backs down Bound for now. Bound trying his best to stay alive. Tripppey eventually does find the kill, and Frosty wins his individual on the other side. They find 2 kills, 10-13.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting an invis in about a minute. Tripppey and Frosty, they have to keep it close enough, and they have to get away with the camouflage just once.
Yeah, we got to see something out of Frosty and Tripppey here. There is a disrespectful level of comfort coming out of the gameplay of Bound and Renegade right now. They're not even caring about positioning in that last 2 lives there. They ran out the bottom mid, chasing down kills, right? Like they're starting to feel so comfy that they're getting away with things that they wouldn't even go for normally here. So if you can isolate them, take them down. There we go. Tie game. If they can turn the tides here, if they can hold down pink side and pick up camo, maybe we got something started.
I mean, we can feel the ocean swell is here. It's a question of where does the tidal wave come from? Which beach does it go to? Is it Frosty and Tripppey that ride the momentum, or do Bound and Renegade keep the streak alive? Bound wins a pivotal fight on Frosty. Now Tripppey's eye his lonesome at bottom mid, and oh my, they just lost the camouflage once again.
Yeah, this is a pivotal camouflage to lose out on. Halfway point in the game here, 15 kills, 10 left to close it out. Bound up on top mid. He's got info. This is just pure info for Renegade. He's going to come in from car side. He can start the challenge here. Bound's just going to wait for his opportunity to get right up in the front. You know what? Renegade's going to get the kill, apparently. He's got a 5 already on Tripppey. Remaining players sitting up in the attic here. Bound looking for the collapse. Renegade already getting the kill on his own. Renegade doesn't need a camo. He doesn't care. He's just going in. He's killing everything.
And I mean, Bound still has a quarter of this camouflage to work with, a 4-kill lead now for the 2. All that work that Frosty and Tripppey did to get back into this game can be for naught, as we see Bound finding 1 kill, looking for the second. Tripppey makes him 1 shot. Oh my, that's how you know they're just way too comfortable. You see that ego shot from Bound. He does not care. His life means nothing to him at the moment. They just want to make sure they find as many trades as possible and close this game out.
I really want to know what the vibes are like right now for Frosty and Tripppey. What are the comms like? Is there passion in the comms? Are they motivated? Do they feel like they got a shot here? Because right now they're facing elimination in a 4-0. And look at the pre-spawn nades. He knows that if he sits on the back right side of that little disc on top mid, it's going to spawn him up in that red car bubble. And he was just tossing nades knowing exactly where they were going to be. 4 kills left to close it out here, Garrett. I don't see a comeback in the works.
I mean, okay. Well, if Renegade keeps nading his own teammate, you know, maybe that's how they get themselves back into this game. Camouflage is going to be coming up right about now, and those are 2 big kills. But then Bound, he just answers right back. He jumps immediately off spawn, and now he's just, oh my god, man, the way that Bound just keeps challenging. He stays down, and he buys time for Renegade to apply pressure. Frosty gets the trade out, but now Renegade needs to win this fight versus Tripppey, and he's not able to do so. Massive kills.
Tripppey had a huge live there up in P2. It gave him a chance to re-challenge. Frosty, he's just diving out, though, getting shot up by Bound. He's got to get back in the fray here and get out of the angle of Renegade, and he does. The maneuvering from Frosty here to stay alive is massive. It's given him the camo. And at a 3-kill deficit, they might have a shot here, Garrett. Oh, what an execution on the Renegade cross map. Bound now sits up in the bubble. He's putting shots in, but Frosty looking for the cutoff here. Frosty can make some plays. He's got to turn up right now, Garrett. We got to see it.
The tides are turning. This is what Frosty and Tripppey have been waiting for, but we finally see the gameplay slow down from the side of Bound and Renegade. They know that this camouflage can be the death of them. And then now Frosty, he tracks one down. Renegade's by his lonesome. He finds the shot. Bound now re-challenges. They know the position of both players.
Nice.
Tripppey finds the trade out. We could be tied up. Are we tied up? No, the trade at the last second. The kill lead still in the favor of Bound and Renegade, but the comeback is potentially real. But what a trade out from Renegade. And now Tripppey has a 1-on-2 over on the opposite P side. He's laying down damage. Are they able to do it? The Renegade gets caught out by an nade. He's made weak. He's trying to get top mid. Tripppey is there at P2. Can he get the finishing blow? The grenades are coming through. What is happening?
Look at this challenge from Renegade. Frosty looking for it. He gets it. 23 all. They're looking for Bound as well. They'll get him here. That's 24 all. 1 kill to close it for the tournament. Tripppey's got to stay alive. Rotate out the red base here. He's going to live up in P2. Tripppey's been holding down P2 all game. He can continue to do it here. Hopefully. Just 1 kill. They don't know he's there. Tripppey doesn't know he's there.
Defeat.
No.
Oh
Not
my
like
god,
this, Gary. Not like this.
Bound just won the game for them right there. That is just, oh my god. Like the fact that like Renegade gets up to P2, throws those nades, and they don't know. Bound lets Tripppey get a couple shots. It's like, hey, get comfortable with this fight. Come at me, brother. Renegade's on the other side of P3. He'll put the beat down to finish the 4-0 devastation. We almost saw the comeback, but what a performance from these two.
Just watching the end of that, I feel like I'm there in the room with Tripppey. I'm like, no, Tripppey, watch out, on your right. Yeah, just brutal, man. You know what? Credit to Frosty and Tripppey for giving us one hell of a show in that final game right there. I was a believer, Garrett. I thought we had a chance. I thought the gods of Halo came down and gave us something. You know, gave us a little sprinkle. It turns out they just gave us a tease. And it's all demons today.
Yeah, we just witnessed. I mean, that was what, like, it was a 4-0, and I still feel as if we just went through a 7-game series. Like, it did not feel like a 4-0. There were so many moments.
Wild.
But I think Renegade has just planted himself, right? He just won the HCS 4v4, you know, the pro tournament. He comes out here, he throws out a 4-0 in Money Tuesday. Like, this man is the best Halo 5 player on the planet right now. It's not even close.
Yeah, first of all, are Bound and Renegade beatable? Anybody in the chat, any ideas? Are these guys beatable, or are they unstoppable? Because they're looking unstoppable. And do we need, I think we need Shotzi. You know what, Shotzi, he jumped in the chat a few weeks ago. Shotzi, get back here, get off COD. I think we need you. We need Shotzi, we need Neptune. I don't know how to beat these guys. They are going to dominate every freaking week if we don't get Shotzi back in here.
I don't even know. I mean, Shotzi's not practiced. I just don't know. Like, he's gonna have to put in some work. He'll figure it out. I mean, the man's just a god, right? He'll put in the time and get what's necessary. But I honestly just don't know if there's anyone on this planet that can beat Bound and Renegade at the moment. I thought as if these two were the closest that we're gonna get.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chat. Super CC and Scary. I don't know about that one. Frosty saying it does sound good, but I don't know how they would gel together chemistry-wise. Like, both individually, they're at the top of their game, but chemistry-wise, I wonder how they play.
5 minutes.
There's some good ideas out there. We need ideas.
No, a little controversial, but I feel like Neptune, Frosty, or, you know, Neptune and another partner, like, I feel as if Neptune's probably more ready to go into this 2v2. Like, I think Neptune could potentially do it. You know, we'll make a call over down to Florida, see if we can borrow him for a weekend, because I just don't know who can do this.
He's sitting at the Call of Duty launch site, like the space shuttle launch. He's about to launch to the moon in popularity in Call of Duty. Man's killing it. So gonna be hard to pull him off that game. But I see Scary in there as well. I know Scary, a great player and a player that can annoy the hell out of Bounds. So maybe you can get in, you can get under Bounds' skin maybe with Scary. We need Tapping back. Tapping was a beast.
Oh
Tapping was a beast. Maybe Tapping and Frosty. Low key, maybe. I don't even know.
You know what we might have to do is we might just have to go to 4v4. I mean, like we might just have to.
No, it's Money Tuesday.
It's
a Money Tuesday.
I just don't know if there's anyone out here that can beat Renegade and Bound. We might have to see some 4v4 matches between the top teams and just see what happens, because people need to get a shot to get some more practice in, because these two look unstoppable. And I'll say it from the hilltops, guys. Everyone that's out there, mark my words, Renegade is the best Halo 5 player on the planet right now, and it's not even close. He just showed it out right there. He took over the games. He looked unstoppable. The snipe shots that he hit were incredible. That was all Renegade, in my opinion. He is the best Halo 5 player.
Wild, dude. 3 perfs out of this man. He got the stick. Insane damage. Look at the score line as well. Surprisingly enough, killed Frosty 8 times, died to him 11 times. So Frosty played incredibly well in that last game and just couldn't clutch it up. And so unfortunate from Tripppey there, who's, he's been excellent at controlling Pink all game, but just either didn't predict it or just didn't notice, of course, the challenge coming up on his right-hand side there.
Well, I just got word from the producer, Mr. Louis V. Titan in the back, and we have our winner view. It's ready. Nighty Night is there with Bound and Renegade. Let's listen to what these winners have to say.
Here with Bound and Renegade after that amazing victory. Guys, how's it going? We've actually got Bound now. We can hear him, and we get to hear what his thoughts are from the last match as well. Give us a little bit about why that was so easy.
I mean, last time we played, I think John, like you said, I think he had a migraine. So this time coming into it was a lot less vibier. We couldn't really call out as much last time. We're just going off like pure instinct. So this time me and John could small talk, and it just felt natural this time.
John, Renegade, you pissed on him. How did you do it?
I mean,
I like it.
like I'm hitting form. Sadly, the Infinite's not out, but I feel like I'm hitting, getting better. Like, my head is in the right place now. Like, I'm not really dealing with, like, outside drama. Like, just really wish Infinite was out, but I don't know. I just think I'm the best.
I mean, I guess you are. You're the top of the world right now. You won the 4v4. You won the 2v2. If there was a 1v1 or a free-for-all, I mean, I know that there is one coming up. I'm sure you're going to win that too, man.
It's me or Bound for sure.
So you really think it's Bound? You'd give it to him?
It's me or Bound, like either or.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't just give it straight to Bound like that though.
Well, what do you think, Bound? You think you're better?
To be honest with you, I'm not trying to start anything with this guy since we're like just, duoing it up. So I'll just leave it at that.
Nice. Hey, one day, you never know.
Yeah,
you guys could team together and you guys could win the Infinite World Championship. I could definitely see it because y'all's teamwork is insane. Y'all just made the third level 99 2v2 player just look like a noob. How did y'all do it? Break it down for me. Like, what was the difference in their play styles tonight that just made it look so darn easy?
Well, first things first, like as I said, like last time I had a migraine, so like it was less communication.
Right.
Like we had to rely on like individual skill more than just like teamwork, and like even though those were pretty close games, like we still pulled it off. But I feel like this time what like change is like me and Bound, like our comms and our like situational awareness is like was way higher, and we were just playing really confident today too. Like we weren't really like hesitating at all. We were just winning all our battles. It was just like we were playing. If me and Bound play like that, like it's literally impossible to win.
Yeah, I noticed you guys were setting up a lot of pinches and traps, and was it just really coming together for you guys with y'all's communication when you guys were setting up your pushes?
Yeah, 100%. We were communicating pretty much everything, every small talk, every angle. We were pretty much just saying what we had to say, and yeah, it just felt natural.
I got to get it out there. You guys don't really practice. I mean, this is your practice right here. When you guys play Money Tuesday, that's your 2v2 together, both of y'all together practice, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That is amazing. This is an incredible night. I mean, you guys have solidified it. You are the kings of the 2v2, the Money Tuesday. I don't know how we're going to find anyone to possibly beat you. We just are going to have to be patient.
I don't know. It might be over, man. Like,
I think it is, honestly. Like, unless Shotzi and Neptune were to come back
I smoke those fools.
and grind it out.
What
do you think, John?
not a chance.
Not a shot, he says. Not a shot. Well, that was awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And you guys enjoy the spoils. You guys are $1,000 richer. And have a wonderful night.
Yep,
Thank
yes,
you,
sir.
thank you.
Back to you guys.
Are we done? Hello?
Hey.
Yeah. Are we on the show or not? We're live.
We're live. Hey.
Oh, well, hello
Look
there.
at that, guys. What an interview, man. Like, I'd never seen as much confidence from Bound and Renegade. Like, they literally are just exuberating confidence. They are ready to just be, they're just on top of the world. They said no shot for Shotzi and Neptune. I just don't know who can really put up to challenge them.
You know what I was thinking while that interview was happening is, can we split them up? What about splitting up Renegade and Bound? Is that obviously we want to beat these guys, but if the going gets too tough, I kind of want to see them go against each other. And we talked about that in the interview as well. Who's better? Maybe we could split them up. Maybe we get like a Bound Frosty, Renegade Tripppey. I don't know. That'd be fun too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to at this point, right? Like, it's pretty much over. We've already understood that they are the best. They know they're the best. You hear it in their voice. It's not even confidence at this point. It's just knowledge. They know that no one is going to be able to touch them.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we just have to split them up and see some different pairs. And you know, there's also some other matches out there. Like, there are players out in the scene that I'm really interested in to see how they do. I want to see the return of Skeptify. I want to see, you know, Spartan get in the action, Penguin. Like, there's so many other pro players that can be just so nasty at twos. And we also have the whole world of Halo 3 that can open up, and what players in Halo 3 can really go at each other. There's so many more matches to explore, but I think right now, until something changes, there's just no one that can challenge these two out and win in a 2v2.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Well, I'm excited for it. I'm a Halo 3 kid. That was where I was born. Well, not exactly, but that's where I had my biggest successes. And it's just going to be a game that I am going to enjoy so much. Cannot wait to see this matchup coming up next. Gilkey Lethal taking on Rain and Tripppey. Tripppey returns. Oh man, that's gonna be a tough one though to come back from a 4-0 loss.
See, that's the thing too, Garrett. You gave your prediction thinking that Tripppey and Rain were going to take this handedly, but what you also didn't consider was they were going to get 4-0'd and then have to somehow recollect his mental, put the shades back on, and then beat the best Halo 3 players in the world. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun.
I have all the confidence in the world. You know, like they're pro players. Like, these guys have been here before. They've had series where they've gotten clapped before and they've had to come back. I still have the confidence. I'm not changing. I don't revoke what I said. I'm standing on my hill. I still have Tripppey and Rain taking this one. There's no way Trippy's not back up and ready. He's putting on the shades. We're not seeing Tripppey this next game. That's what we saw before. It's Tripppey this time around.
That's fine, man. You stay on the Titanic. I won't spoil how the end of the movie goes for you, but you can stay and see how it goes.
Hey, I will go on Twitter. You know what? Right here, Shy. I have $50 on it. Just straight up $50.
Holy.
I have Tripppey and Rain winning this 2v2.
I don't know where you put that 50, but I hope you don't miss it when it's gone anyway. I don't know.
I just want to, you know what? Let's see. Come on, say you accept right now, Shy.
What, you want me to put 50?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. A little action for the stream. $50.
I'll put 50 on Lethal and Gilkey.
Canadian?
All right.
Let's shake hands on it. You want to shake hands on it? Oh, wait a second.
Somehow. I mean, that goes for anyone else in chat. Anyone else in chat want to side bet me? I mean, come at me because I really do have Tripppey and Rain winning this next game. I feel so confident about it.